On the night of August 20, 1989, Beverly Hills was rocked by a brutal crime that would shake the very foundations of the American dream. A double homicide. Jose and Kitty Menendez were found dead in their mansion, brutally gunned down by their own sons, Lau and Eric Menendez. But what really led to this unthinkable event? Greed? Hatred? Or something far darker? It was a peaceful Sunday evening when Lau Menendez made a 911 call, his voice filled with desperation.
Emergency?
Yes, police.
What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem?
Someone killed my parents.
Pardon me?
Someone killed my parents.
What? Who? Are they still there?
Yes.
The people...
No.
Were they shot?
Hey, man,
Were they shot?
Yes.
They were shot?
Yes.
102, 722 North Elmore.
What happened?
When police arrived at the family Beverly Hills home, they found a couple shot multiple times in the living room floor, their bodies slumped on a couch. Shotgun shells were scattered across the floor, and the scene was horrifically violent. At first, Lau and Eric appeared devastated by the loss of their parents, telling police that the murder must have been a mob hit. But soon, cracks in the story would soon begin to show. Despite their initial claims of innocence, Lau and Eric's behavior started to raise suspicion. Just days after the murders, the boys went on a lavish spending spree. New cars, expensive watches, and trips to exclusive locations. Lau purchased a Porsche, while Eric hired a tennis coach. The spending amounted to nearly $700,000 in a matter of months. This extravagant lifestyle fueled investigators' belief that something wasn't right. Why would grieving sons be splurging on luxuries instead of mourning their parents' untimely demise? A deeper investigation into the Menendez family life began. After months of investigation, the truth finally came out. Eric Menendez, whacked with guilt, confessed to a psychologist that he and Lau had killed their parents. But this was no ordinary murder. It was an act they claimed was driven by years of horrific abuse. According to Eric, their father, Jose Menendez, had been a tyrant, controlling, abusive, and violent. The brothers alleged that their mother, Kitty, had allowed the abuse to continue, turning a blind eye to their son's suffering. The brothers said they feared for their lives, and that the murder was an act of self-defense, a desperate escape from a life of torment. The trial was a media sensation. The brothers' claims of sexual abuse shocked the nation. Some sympathized with the brothers, believing they were victims who lashed out in self-defense. Others saw them as manipulative killers, driven by greed and a desire for their parents' fortune. In 1996, after 2 long trials, Lau and Eric Menendez were convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Before I continue, have you liked and subscribed yet? If not, go ahead and do so. I appreciate it. The Menendez brothers' case remains one of the most infamous criminal trials in American history. To this day, the debate continues. Were they cold-blooded killers, or were they victims of unspeakable abuse? The Menendez brothers are now serving their sentences, forever linked by the tragic events of that night in Beverly Hills. What do you think? Was justice truly served? Or were the Menendez brothers' cries for help ignored until it was too late?